Imagine a time when the clang of iron met with the roar of the seas and dragon-headed longships sliced through the icy waters. This was the era of the Vikings, a people whose influence spread far beyond their northern homeland to shape the course of history. The story of the Vikings begins in the late 8th century in what we now know as Scandinavia. Here, in the lands of Norway, Sweden, and Denmark, a culture was born that would leave an indelible mark on the world. Their society was composed of independent farmers, skilled craftsmen, and fearsome warriors, bound by a shared belief in the Norse gods like Odin, Thor, and Freyja. The Viking Age truly dawned with the raid on Lindisfarne, an island monastery off the coast of England, in the year 793. It was a brutal display of power, signaling the Vikings' arrival on the world stage. Yet, these Norsemen were not merely raiders. They were also traders, explorers, and settlers, with a thirst for adventure that drove them to cross oceans and forge new paths. Their voyages took them far and wide. They traded with the Byzantine Empire and the Islamic Caliphate, journeyed to the icy lands of Greenland, and even discovered North America, 5 centuries before Christopher Columbus. Everywhere they went, they left their mark, from the rune stones of Scandinavia to the sagas of Iceland, and the intricate designs of their art and jewelry. The Vikings were also renowned for their skills in warfare. They wielded axes, swords, and spears with deadly precision, and their warriors, known as berserkers, were feared for their ferocious battle frenzy. Yet it was their naval technology, particularly the longship, that truly set them apart. These ships, swift and versatile, enabled the Vikings to navigate both seas and rivers, striking swiftly and then disappearing just as quickly. The Viking Age came to an end in the 11th century, with the Christianization of Scandinavia. However, the influence of the Vikings did not fade. They left a lasting legacy in the lands they settled, from the Danelaw in England to Normandy in France, and even as far as Russia, which owes its name to the Viking Rus. In summary, the Vikings were much more than the raiders of popular imagination. They were explorers, traders, and settlers, whose voyages took them to the far corners of the known world. Their culture, from their art and literature to their beliefs and traditions, has left a lasting imprint on our world, and their legacy, etched in stone and written in the sagas, continues to shape our understanding of the past. So, the next time you gaze at the sea, think of the dragon-headed longships and the daring Norsemen who ventured into the unknown. For this was the age of the Vikings, a time of exploration, discovery, and conquest that forever changed the course of history.